In acquisition of a business, the difference between acquiring the business via the acquisition of the shares and the acquisition of the assets is that when you acquire the assets, you don't acquire the liabilities associated with the business. A purchaser favours buying assets because the purchaser is not acquiring the liabilities associated with the business. The purchaser also has the advantage in that it can cherry pick the assets, and by that I mean it can acquire the assets that it actually wants and need not acquire the assets that it doesn't want. There are some disadvantages of buying assets. For example, a transfer duty is usually payable on the transfer of assets, which it currently is in Western Australia. Consents of third parties may be required for the transfer of the assets, and removal of registrations under the Personal Property Securities Act may be required. A vendor would normally favour a sale of by way of shares because for the vendor it's a clean exit. The vendor has sold all the assets and all the liabilities of the business to the purchaser, and assets and liabilities are now the problem of the purchaser. With transfer of a business by way of sale of shares, the employee contracts pass directly to the purchaser. With capital gains and a corporate vendor, a sale of assets, a corporate vendor may not be able to access capital gains discounts. If the vendor insists on a share sale, the purchaser can take a number of steps to mitigate against the risks. And these steps are one, the undertaking of due diligence relating to the business and the assets and liabilities being acquired. Two, vendor warranties in the contract, whereby the vendor warrants certain representations that have been made concerning the sale of the business. And the third thing, which may be available in larger transactions, is vendor warranty insurance.